There's a great quote by Debbie Millman, and the quote goes like this: If you imagine less, less will be what you undoubtedly deserve. Today, I want to talk about mindset, and that's a big part of this overall project. These are some of the most basic beliefs that we have about ourselves, these two mindset traits. We usually exhibit or inhabit one of these mindsets. So, what I want to talk about today is what's known as a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset mentality. There's a great book by Carol Dweck on this, so if you want further reading, that's an amazing book and it really shifted my paradigm. Generally, when Carol Dweck is referring to a fixed mindset, she is talking about the assumption that our character, our intelligence, our creative ability, and other traits are static givens which we can't change. Okay, so that just means that we're born with what we're born. If we're not very talented at something, then that's just the luck of the draw. Those are just the cards that were handed to us, and we just kind of have to play our cards as they've been dealt. Okay, so the other, almost polar opposite view type of mindset is the growth mindset. And so the growth mindset basically says that we, as human beings, are the ultimate adaptation machines. Things like intelligence and talent and abilities, just overall abilities, are not fixed entities, and that we can adapt and respond, and we can actually grow and develop, based on how much work we do and how much focus we put towards whatever it is that we want to improve in our lives. Okay, so I like to subscribe to the idea that we all should have a growth mindset, because I don't believe that intelligence is a fixed trait. I don't believe that talent is a fixed trait. Okay, I'm sure there are some people who are predisposed to being generally good right out of the gate at certain things, or better than others. I think that's completely reasonable to assume. There's going to be some people who just naturally pick up the piano faster. There's going to be naturally gifted athletes. There's going to be people who, based on their genetics, are going to be more predisposed to do things. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't adapt and respond and grow over time. I mean, if you put singular focus to anything, you can learn a lot about yourself. You can really push yourself. If you want to learn a language at any age, you can do it. We've proven that that's the case. We build neural pathways even into our senior ages. So intelligence isn't something where you're only given so much and then that's what you get. You can develop a higher intelligence well into older age. So the thought process that these things are fixed traits and that we can't do anything about it, and that we should just sit in a corner and just basically lament over the things that we got or the things that we didn't get, is just a totally fruitless and regressive endeavor, and it's just going to keep you stuck. So keep that in mind if you ever catch yourself saying you can't do something, okay, or you're not meant to do something, or you don't like doing something because one time somebody told you you're not great at it, or one time you messed up and you didn't pick something up right away. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're bad at it. It just means there's opportunity for growth and that you have to continue working on it, okay? And working out is no different. It's a skill. Eating well is a skill. It's something that has to be learned and then practiced and then, implemented into a daily routine. A lot of times people will talk to me and they say, well, I mean, you're just so regimented. Well, I didn't start out regimented. It took a while to kind of develop a regiment. And it took a while to develop a routine, and it took a while to cultivate healthy habits, and it took a while to get good at meal prepping, and it took a while to get good at lifting heavy objects and, using good technique and good form and making sure I wasn't going to injure myself. That all took time. So that's basically the general idea when it comes to a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. You want to have a growth mindset, okay, because humans are the ultimate adaptation machines, and we're capable of almost anything if we put focus and hard work towards it. Until next time.